All right, well, hey everybody. Good to see you guys here again. Another week, another weekend gone. Quickly it seems. I tell you, man, this weekend seemed to just go by a lickety split. Which is weird because for two reasons. Number one, because I haven't said that word in probably 20 years. I don't even know if I've heard it longer than that. Anyway, let's get beyond that. So, good productive weekend out in the shop though. The base that I showed you guys last week that I got mocked up is back out in the shop now and torn down to its component parts, so I can start getting it ready for the finish. So I'm going to be sanding on that this weekend, and this weekend I'll start getting that under finish. I'm going to use, I keep going back and forth, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up with the same finish that I have on this guy right back here, which is a true oil. I think it looks really nice and it feels really good into the hand, and it's pretty durable, and with that top, I'm not too concerned about digging it up too bad. It's decent hardwood, so gonna go with that. I think Troy looks good on that. So yeah, I mean, you can see it here. So here's what the finish on that one is gonna look like. Very similar to this. I may take a little bit more time to fill the grain a bit more on that one than I did on this one, but also the natural grain in this is reasonably tight, and what does show is super pretty. So I may just leave it, but a little bit different, we'll have a little different hardware on it, be the black hardware against the top. The pickups are still gold, but the other hardware on it'll be black. So I don't know. Be a lot of fun to see how that comes together. Keep your eye on this space. Might have some shots of the first coat's color going on it in the update from next week. Now, I also got to make some progress on the black top maple top base here as well. So this is what I was excited to show you. I actually got it mocked up. This thing is going to end up being, oop, tapped it. It'll be fine. This thing is going to end up being really pretty. I've got this, it's dulled down now. Just has a couple coats of finish on it that I have already scratched back. I wanted to do this, the test assembly on it. And because I got the pieces that I needed for it. So I went ahead and did the mock up, and everything came together really nice. So I am extraordinarily happy. And oh yeah, that's right. So I also went ahead and got the side dot markers started here as well. I've still got to get I'm still waffling on what color grains are going in the markers there, but the brass outlines are installed. So coming together. But this thing is going to be really pretty. And what's crazy is just how light it came out. This body is so light. I'm actually, if this was a single cut, I'd be concerned a little bit about neck dive. But because I left the upper horn here all the way out to the 12th, I'm not worried about this neck diving at all. And if you use a decent wide strap, you're not going to be concerned about it either. And I'm not saying that the neck is heavy, because it certainly isn't. It's just the body came out really light. It's just a really great piece of that beautiful mahogany. Isn't that pretty? Golly, that's just barely got a couple coats on it, and I haven't even really tried yet. Like, this is just all messed up. Haven't sanded it back or anything. So, when that really gets some more finish on it, you'll get a chance to see just how beautiful this mahogany is going to look. And yeah, those bands are just going to come alive in there. So, same thing with the neck. That maple in there is really going to come to life once I start getting some finish on it. This is completely raw right now, but yeah, really very happy with how everything came out on this one. There you go. A little look at the headstock. And oh, that's the so the brass nut as well. Just everything on this, I when I made the change, this is the neck that had the Paduk binding on it, and I didn't like the way that Paduk was coming together. It was meant to match the neck wood on the outside there and just roll right up on the outside of the pale moon ebony, and just didn't work. I just didn't like the way it looked. I didn't like how the really open grain structure too of the Paduk was looking on that binding. It just wasn't doing it for me. So I set it aside for a good couple of months while I figured out what I really wanted to do with it, and ultimately came back and um, just cut a new binding channel out of it, cut all the old stuff out, and put in this really pretty piece of figured maple for the binding instead. And it was a win-win. When I see how it looks up against that, the yellow of this pale moon ebony, um, I know I made the right choice. And then also having that gold wire from StuMac again, and that, and then I used gold mother of pearl for the dots and gold mother of pearl for the block inlay there on the 12th. And it just came together. And, now that I got, some confidence building or making the brass nut, that just was kind of, that was a cherry on top of this neck for me. Just really ended up with the exact look that I wanted. And I didn't know how well this body was going to be able to tie into this. It was just one of those things. I made a neck based on something I saw in my head. Same thing with the body. They weren't even meant for each other. When I first made each of them, they were both destined for other stuff. And that's just how it works sometimes. I was like, I looked at this neck when I was going through the rebuild of it, and thought it would look perfect on here. And it was another issue that came up on this body that maybe end up going with um, the black stain on the top on the maple. Originally, it was going to be natural, and then something came up, and I was like, let me try staining it, and just running it right up against that black veneer that I had in there in between, and it just worked way better than I ever expected that it would. Um, Really highlighted the grain as well, and that nice figuring in the maple top. So I just think it came out way better than I could have ever expected. And having that black on the top of the body here, then just tie right into that beautiful stripe, right going right up the ebony fretboard. I went back and forth on what I should do, if anything, on the headstock, and decided, you know what? No, no reason to trick this out. These are the things I want your eyes to look at. When this is when someone's playing this in front of you. See that really pretty top, which you're just going to see really come to life when I get more coats of finish on it. See that really pretty fretboard. Yeah, and my singular hope is that you look at this in the corner and say, "Yeah, I got to play today. I have got to play today." And because that's how it is for me. I mean, right now for me, it's the ash top. Every time I look at the ash top, I want to come in and turn on a few songs and play along. So, um, if this inspires you to pick it up and make something new, or just play along with your favorite tune, then that's a win for me. So, um, like I say, the test assembly went really great on this one. The action's nice and low. Fretboard looks wonderful, feels fantastic. I'm really happy now with the final shape of the neck as well, which I put on this weekend. So now I can go ahead and finish or disassemble it, finish up all the sanding and stuff. And you can see kind of what I've been working on here for some of the details, right? So they're not huge, but when you get in close, it's the kind of thing, so the nice bevel on the headstock, things like that. Those are the things that I hope you notice. And when the knobs are on here, I hope you notice those too. In this case, those are going to be ebony, and I put them in the shape of a diamond there for the control knobs, and a little color there. So hope you like it. Oh, and then a generous belly carve for those of us with the generous bellies. Nice and comfortable though. And this one has a cover here that's going to be similar to the front, but that I may actually leave natural because I like the way that it looks against the mahogany. But we'll see. So there you go, guys. That's all I've got for you this week. A little tour around what's been going on here with this one. Next time you see it, I'll have some more finish on it and some finish on the neck. And but what we expect to hopefully get done for next week is get the other one under finish, and so maybe I'll have some updates for that one to show you guys as well. Pink base is coming along really well. Really expecting that one next week. Hopefully I can show you guys that one assembled as well, or at the very least, just where I am with the progress on getting the body polished. But Final finishes are going to go on over the next day or two. Taking a look at it, and then let it cure for a week or so, so I can level sand and polish it. So getting really close. Anyway, exciting stuff going on here. Hope you guys will continue to follow along. I look forward to seeing you guys all next week. Thanks for joining.